Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today, could DICE have a complete jet overhaul in the works? The first ever S999 player has finally been crowned, and does Battlefield 2042 deserve all the praise it's currently getting? As always, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you guys so much for the support. So firstly here, big congratulations to Decisive, who was the first legitimate player to hit S999 this weekend. I don't remember the exact playtime, but if memory serves, he said he'd played for 3,500 hours. Now, if you know who Decisive is and you've watched him play on Twitch before, you'll know he's an absolute beast, and his KPM is probably a lot better than mine or yours. So yeah, 3,500 hours for a really good player. Now, I just wanted to quickly throw this into the videos as I was recording. Once again, DICE have dropped some new information over on Twitter. So they're actually having a new free access period for Steam players from March the 13th till the 16th. So if you guys haven't played the game yet, you haven't bought it yet, and you're a PC player, you can download the game absolutely free on Steam from the 13th to the 16th of March and try the game out during that period. So that's awesome. Anything that gets the game more players and more exposure is a good thing in my book. Now moving on, some of you may have seen my video last week on 10 new features coming to Battlefield 2042, many of which were divulged in the Inside Battlefield podcast. And Tom, the community manager, actually answered a question there about Jet Rework, saying most of the feedback they received was for major changes, and that isn't something they're concentrating on at the moment. However, it looks like a window in DICE's schedule could have opened up, because just the other day, the Battlefield Comms Twitter account posted this, saying a new community feedback topic is live within the Battlefield Discord. Head on over to provide input around Jet gameplay. What areas would you like us to improve upon? What do you like about Jet gameplay? Feel free to submit your thoughts below too. And I have done exactly that. I left my thoughts on the Jets in 2042, how they could be improved, and my own proposed fixes and additions. Now, I know a lot of you guys who've been on my channel for a long time, since the BF3 and 4 days, also really like Jets. So if you want your voice to be heard, now is your chance. I strongly recommend you head over to the Discord and leave some feedback of your own. Now, finally here, I just wanted to touch on the praise that Battlefield 2042 has recently been receiving. It's no secret that DICE has done a fantastic job in turning what was a downright unplayable mess to begin with into an actually enjoyable experience, and they should absolutely be commended for that. It really is a breath of fresh air to see players leaving comments on my videos, or on Reddit or Twitter, saying, wow, I came back to this game and I'm actually really enjoying myself. I myself, both as a player and a YouTuber, am having a far more enjoyable time in the game than I was on release, that's for sure. Now, the player numbers also corroborate this. Just last weekend we saw Steam numbers rise above 20,000, and it wasn't even a free weekend. And of course the game is now free with PlayStation Plus and EA Play, and on top of that, it's currently on sale on Steam for around $18. However, credit where it's due, but let's keep things in perspective here. A recent article by a PC Gamer entitled, "Here's the thing, Battlefield 2042 is really good now," has been praising the game like their firstborn taking their first steps, and much of the Battlefield community has followed suit. Now, the guy who writes this article strikes me as a pretty casual player, who says things like, "This time I'm having as much fun as the glory days of Battlefield 3 and 4, and I didn't see the big deal about scoreboards when 2042 launched without one." Let there be no illusions here. Yes, Battlefield 2042 has improved, but it is nowhere near the level of Battlefield 3 or 4 in its heyday. Now, you guys might think I'm trying to piss on DICE's bonfire here. I'm really not. I love the fact that players are having fun in the game. I really, feel sorry and sympathize with the devs, because I know they're working their butts off, and it's not even their fault in 99% of cases. They weren't the ones calling the shots, they weren't the ones calling for the game's release, but we cannot afford ourselves to pull the wool over our eyes and forget or forgive the state this game launched in. Yes, the game has seen some improvements, but there are still a myriad of things missing. I'm not going to go too in depth because I know that you guys already know yourselves what those things are, but to name a few: platoons, squad management, decent vehicle mechanics, and just plain old content, which even after 4 seasons is still kind of lacking compared to previous games. Now look, it is what it is. Battlefield 2042 launched the way it did. DICE are doing what they can to rectify the situation. Some players left never to return, some players are coming back and having fun, and some of us have stuck with the game through thick and thin. Cool, that's fine. But a word of warning, let's not allow ourselves to now believe that this is the level of game we expect from DICE and EA in the future, and that a release like Battlefield 2042's is acceptable in any way, shape or form, and articles like this one certainly make it sound that way. Let's not forget what this same website had to say about the game on release. They gave it an 80 out of 100. 80. Remember Metacritic? You know, they weren't the only ones. I think it was also at around 80 on Metacritic. Let's go and check some Steam reviews though. Overall reviews on there are 36% positive, and even recent reviews in the last 30 days, despite the improvements, are only 58% positive. That's not really great, guys. So to call Battlefield 2042 really good now, or behave like it's seen some massive comeback, is just incorrect in my opinion. I think we're all just weary, lost, thirsty Battlefield travelers who've been wandering through the desert of crappy FPS games for so long that we're ready to drink our own piss. You know, not to say that Battlefield 2042 is piss, but you know what I'm trying to say here. We are desperate for a good Battlefield experience, and whilst Battlefield 2042 has certainly improved, it ain't it, man. It's not it. And it will never be it, I don't think, until we get a new game. Anywho, sorry for the rant, guys. It needed to be said. As always, leave me your thoughts on this below, and I'll see you later.
Our troops have full control of Sector Delta. Sector 1 is being secured.